All right, high flyers. Welcome to March 29th. Today is the day to display that authentic self. Show people who you really are. And if you have any contrarians, you folks, offer you a different perspective. Allow yourself to find your own guidance, utilizing your intuition, because it's showing you the power of discernment. So we've been building on the courage and strength and this power of our intuition to trust and know it so that we can have the courage to move towards our passions. So from the Conscious Spirit deck, what do we need to know, see, and hear? Angel spirits and guides, ascended masters, ancestors. We've gone past that 111 on the timer, and what do we need to know, see, and hear? What else do we need to know, see, and hear for the viewer today? Embrace change. The number five is about change, embracing change. Understanding that change is the only constant in the universe. Excuse me. This has that open-armedness that we've been asked to step into as empresses, as discerning intuitives and wise leaders, as wise Aerophants. Taking on the Aerophant energy with wisdom and the Three of Wands being our two cards of the day. Sorry, the Five of Wands. Five of Wands can bring in conflict. And with Aries season, that's going to bring in conflict and opinion or power struggles. So it really has to do with your struggle with authority, if we have one. But I move easily and confidently through the changes in my life. Yesterday, we did our best to awaken our confidence. Turn the notch up a little bit. If not, step into it fully. It's okay if we don't step into it fully. Every day is a new day to build upon the last. So you walk through and allow yourself to migrate with the seasons, like the geese in the background, to walk through this portal of change. Change is an opportunity portal and player. Change is a fair opportunity portal and employer. Spirit awakens. So it's part of that, a spiritual awakening, a new level of your spiritual awakening to deeper wisdom, trusting that wisdom, trusting your intuition, with Aerophant, and embracing spirit, embracing your soul in times of conflict, or just finding the courage to display your spirit, to display your authentic self, to let yourself shine, to let your heart open and your truth shine. Your only truth is your truth is your only true truth. Feeling that card coming out, and Abraham Hicks, wink wink, might be using those cards next. I embrace my soul purpose and I align all aspects of my life to it fully. 4:44 on the timer. Foundations and new beginnings. Foundations and being a student of life, but also knowing when to trust our discernment, knowing when to trust this intuitive muscle that we've been building upon. Guys, we have Find Your Bliss coming out 3 days in a row here. Find Your Bliss invites you to take back your personal power by allowing yourself to shine your light, to keep reaching for your dreams, to keep your head up as you walk open-armed into this invitation to be your authentic self, to find your authentic spirit, to find your soul family, to radiate and to step into your entanglement with the universe, with creating with the universe. The Fibonacci sequence. It's what brings through that idea of creating with the universe. I am following the path I love, and I am fully aligned to my soul purpose. Soul purpose, a light worker, a light being, doesn't have to be anything deep or complicated. Really, underneath it all, came here to shine our light, to show our wisdom and personal power, self-mastery that we gain through opening up to spirit in an authentic way. Air elemental. I embrace the element of air, and I am open to all knowledge and wisdom. Focus. I embrace the element of air, and I'm open to all knowledge and wisdom. It's focusing on a towel in the background that has some detail to it. Knowledge and being open to your inner knowledge and wisdom. That's the energy of the Aerophant as well. We're gaining wisdom, we're gaining trust in our connection to higher wisdom through the Aerophant energy, through our own intuitive balance, balancing logic with intuition. The element of air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Somebody has a lot of Aquarius in their chart, maybe listening. And we also have the number 18, which makes 9. So allowing this cycle to complete, this cycle of learning, of kind of leveling up our ability to shine, to embody more light. And spirit guides. So I'll call on the spirit guides to help you to open up to more wisdom. Keep asking for deeper understanding. Keep asking for their help, and better yet, keep thanking them for their help, because it only invites more angelic presence, more ascended presence, more higher dimensional presence. I open my heart to my guides, and I trust in the wisdom they share with me. Trust in the truths that resonate with you, that help you to understand what your true truth is, what resonates with you, and how we use resonance to know what readings to turn into, what to take from the readings. Not everything is for everyone, and so take what resonates with you and leave what does not. And be present with that intuition. Be present with what other people are saying, so that we can hear them clearly enough to discern whether that's in alignment with our feelings or not. And also being present with our feelings. Being present with that purposeful energy. The energy we get when we do something on purpose, do something out of the good of our heart. I fully experience every moment of my life by living in the present. You get to experience more life. You get to watch the clock almost disappear because you're not watching the clock. Clock moves fast when we're anxious about the future, and it moves slow when we're depressed about the past. You can't get away from it quick enough. But we're in the present. Time seems to dissolve, and it opens up that space for us to embrace change, to follow our bliss, to find the time that I don't have the time to do that. Make time. Listen to your own advice, Tony. Follow your own path. 21, I follow my own unique path with courage and strength. There she is. Our element of courage. And the number 5 takes courage to embrace change, takes courage to follow your own path, to shine your own unique light, to open up to our guardians and trust in our guardians, our spirit guides, the dragons, light dragons, fire dragons, ultraviolet blue dragons. With this ultraviolet blue dress we've got going on, we also have some earth dragons. Archangel Raphael coming through as well, and Archangel Gabriel leaving us messages through the birds, through the messengers, bringing us signs and synchronicities that are showing us a path. Will you have the courage to lean into your strength of intuition and walk into it? Remember to be grounded, to embrace your own stability, your strength. It's where we find the courage. When we lean into our stability, we know that we are safe. We know that we are provided for. We feel all out of whack when we don't feel safe, when we don't feel grounded. So I'm to do some grounding as well today. To ground is to integrate. Listen to a teacher called Michael Miradad, and he talks about integration is about grounding, integrating that higher wisdom knowledge into the lower chakras, into the human aspect of us. No, I have everything I need to survive and grow on a physical plane. On a physical plane, which is just like a regular plane, like an airplane. 12:21 on the timer, reflecting the idea of different levels, changing altitudes. As you go up in a plane, and all of the worries of the earth, if you ever go on a flight, something pilots describe to Abraham relays this even, that pilots describe their worries kind of just seem to disappear as things get smaller, as things get further away. Kind of distancing ourselves too from being over-identified with anyone else's opinion, but being open enough to hear the wisdom in it. From Abraham Hicks, asking it is given. What else do we need to know, see, and hear for the viewer today? Underlying energy for you all, March the 29th, sorry. I'm a physical extension of creative, non-physical energy. Physical extension of creative, non-physical energy. Your source energy and physical body. Like a snowflake, you are unique, but unique structure that is made from a body of source. You're so much more than your physical body that you have come to know as you. You and your source energy. You are source energy. You are focused on the leading edge of thought. The leading edge of thought is also that leading edge of change. Between new beginnings and new foundations, that 1444 on the timer. In this powerful now, you hold this key to allowing the source that is you to flow, the better you feel, the more you're allowing in connection. The better you feel, the more you're allowing in your creative connection, your connection to creative source, your connection to spirit, and finding your bliss. The more you're in the present, the more you're in connection to spirit, the more you're in connection to your creative, non-physical energy. I envision more and I act less. Today is about opening up to your dreams, opening up to allowing in your dreams in this cycle. Will you choose to change, to open the door, to change the old patterns, to change old patterns with siblings, kids, to be open and to utilize our insight with and to envision, to use that intuitive insight to envision our truth as well, to find this alleviation. This is like, using essential oils, perhaps some lilac, or getting blue bonnets. Just like imagining yourself sitting in a field of blue bonnets. And as you take time to find images in your mind that are pleasing, you'll more often achieve vibrational alignment with all the things you desire. From that alignment, you'll experience more inspired ideas and assistance from others. Inspired action is very satisfying and extremely productive. It's that inspired action that we find to take on our own path, to inspired action that being asked to have the courage to take action on today. But it's also a bit of a in-between stage, a 0 point, a point of choice. There's nothing for me to guard against. So you can come out and show your authentic self. You can come out of your birdhouse. You exist in a place of absolute well-being. Tell yourself that again and again. Know it. Be the evidence of it. To give others reasons to believe that all can be well. There's nothing for me to guard against. We show others that as we stand in our light, we stand in the truth of well-being and knowing that we came here to be creators in a physical body, to create our own reality, to know that anything that we desire, whether it be especially change from a maybe not so good situation to a better one, there's nothing to fear in that, and that we can only grow, we can only open up to more. This is a blooming process. It is my dominant intent to look for what I want to see. As you look deliberately for things to appreciate, praise, or enjoy, you achieve vibrational harmony with your own source and with all that is good. And then the powerful law of attraction brings you more good things. So that goes with being present, taking the time to be present. Like we have to be when we fly a kite, we have to be present with the pulls and the tugs of the wind. We have to be present to balance out and to guide it, to guide and be guided by our intuition, by the pulls and the tugs. So we have to get present to see our dominant intent. We have to be present with what we choose to look at and take back our power through appreciation and gratitude. Because I want to feel good. That's why we embarked on this spiritual path in the beginning. We tried everything else. We tried diets, we tried reading 1,000 different books, but it was the moment when we decide we want to feel good, that spirit starts to create this metamorphosis, this blooming process into the butterfly, the one that's allowed to express her feelings. Orange center here coming with the sacral chakra, and this green and blue is about having compassion for and empathy, heart space energy for your truth, for knowing that you came here to want to feel good, to tune into well-being. The secret of creating anything desired is to get happy. So just get happy already. As easy as that sounds. It can be a tough pill to swallow, even to know that to be happy is kind of a choice by what we choose to look at, by what we choose to give our attention to. Get happy also with grounding ourselves, with grounding the wisdom, integrating it, taking time not just to sit with it intellectually, but to feel the wisdom in the body, to feel if any new wisdom resonates with us, if we're listening to new spiritual teachers. If you're listening to this and it doesn't resonate with you, it doesn't resonate with your heart, then that's okay. That's where you are. As you practice happy thoughts, you practice your connection with source and well-being. From your place of being happy, because I want to feel good, you have access to all that you desire. From your place of tuning into your security, your safety, your contentment, which is where happy is. Happiness is right there with content. Having your needs met, having your emotions met by the present moment, by the present having, by the present being. So how do we open up to more wisdom? And first I seek joy and all else follows. I'm gonna ride gaily into this thing that we call life and enjoy the ride, enjoy the green pastures, and look for green pastures, look for the space in which you can run free like a wild horse. Since your feeling of joy is your indication of your connection to source, we're just speaking on that connection. As you practice happy thoughts, you practice your connection. And since that feeling of joy and happiness, you're feeling that in our gut, just watched a crow fly by, so we can share, we can send off those messages. Mr. Crow, carry away a message of happiness, energy of happiness to my loved ones. And you just shared your joy with the world. You have achieved connection with your source, and under these circumstances, all that is good follows. Once you lean into your joy, you achieve this connection with source. And it's centered around getting happy, getting around your blooming process, your unfurling. It's centered around integrating a feeling of happiness, integrating the now. My future isn't about my past, it is about the now, about the present. There's some Eckhart Tolle fans out there, because this is all in today. The present, living in the now, living our connection to our heart, allowing our heart to bloom, allowing our knowing in our heart to bloom, and then connection to our feelings and our truth. Wow, what a beautiful reading so far. So we're gonna go to the Wild Unknown Tarot. Tarot 2424 brings us that energy of devotion, balance, reciprocity, forward momentum. It's very much the energy we're in. These in between these eclipses is this doorway, this opportunity to embrace change, to embrace quantum leaps, to embrace the new you, to embrace your new reality, if you're ready. What do we need to know, see, and hear for the viewer at this time? Angel spirits and guides, ascended masters and ancestors. Final cards. Remembering that we have the Hierophant and the Five of Wands. Five of Wands as one of our... That's that card of power struggles. Seven of Wands is hidden. That's something we're moving towards. Seven of Wands. Taking back our power. So this is that initial stage in taking back our power. We're finding clarity through discernment, utilizing the power of our mental discernment, of our intuitive clarity, of our intuitive sense, of our connection to wisdom, with the swords as a sign of air, the sign of knowledge and wisdom, being open to this clarity, to your infinite creative energy, when we're able to break out of that, break out that shiny old sword and display our authentic skills. Got any skills, man? The Hermit. Beautiful energy. Virgo. Oh, the Hermit. Find your inner light. Find that inner... almost leans on the edge of altruistic knowing that you get to trust in your own intuition, you get to trust in your own truth, and to know that your intuition is your protection, that you don't have to hide in your shell, but know that you are protected. There's no reason to hide from the world. Shine your light. Mother of Wands. And cultivate your personal power. Cultivate your passion projects, your passion nest. The nests, the family you're wishing to build, the friendships, the union. This union of wisdom, knowledge, and purpose through gratitude, courage, and strength. Mother of Wands is air sign, the Queen of Wands. This is Aries energy. Also, kind of like that Empress, owning our ability to receive wisdom from other people's opinions, but not to take advice that doesn't allow things that we don't want to penetrate those into what we're building. Don't want to penetrate our boundaries of what we're nourishing, what's within this union of souls, with the Lover's card, and asking you to know that this connection is protected, to keep shining your light, to keep trusting in the change and migrating with the seasons, migrating with the cycles. Allow yourself to move, to not get caught up, so we're not caught up in old energy, so that we can come out of the shell and bloom, be that butterfly, ride through life, connected to our joy and happiness, connected to this expressive, multidimensional self, this prismatic expression of your light, which is that bracketed white light within you, the source energy, and how we can shine in so many ways is the expression of our rainbow light. Some people have called these light workers the rainbow warriors, the Two of Swords. This is a moment to utilize your mental energy to be discerning about. I got a little red squirrel out here looking for food. Being discerning about what we're going to put in our mouth. Being discerning about how close we can get to the doorway. Checking our boundaries. Also about unblocking yourself. This eclipse is eclipsing our mind. Allow it to eclipse out of us. Remove these mental patterns that are blocking us from feeling joy and happiness. The Two of Swords is an invitation to make a decision to change, to be open to others' opinions and not let it get stuck, and to reflect, to take time to reflect, to put the swords down, to put the thought patterns down, and connect to spirit guides, connect to your inner wisdom, your inner light. The Lamb of God, that expression is that the softness of that divine wisdom that was that Jesus carried, that was a union of the masculine and the feminine. That's why he, brought that energy of the lovers, of the loving soul that he was. The moon, utilizing our intuition. This moon cycles, helping us to see what's unseen. And to be present with what comes up in these moon cycles, to be present with what comes up during this process of eclipsing out of our life that's no longer working, and opening the portal to our movement forward, to breaking out of the entanglement with power struggles, entanglement with conflict, breaking out and allowing ourselves to bloom, to stepping in to feeling good. Butterflies being, may have an affinity for butterflies. We're looking forward to seeing butterflies. Just to really identify with butterflies, perhaps as one of our spirit guides. And we have the Nine of Wands. Lots of fire energy. Again, this Nine of Wands is about continuing determination, being determined, but also to acknowledge all the obstacles we've overcome in getting to this point of illuminating our intuition, to acknowledge and trust all that we've overcome, how we've rose above it so far, and to find the strength to keep moving, to keep climbing. 33 on the timer, reminds us to trust this body, mind, and soul connection. Trust your connection to spirit, to divine. And we have the Six of Wands. So that would be tomorrow's cards. So we're putting out the fires on that conflict. And displays the idea of, moving forward from whatever occurred the day before. It's another reminder to stay in the present, that whether it rains or shines, know that a rainbow is, behind it all. When it rains, rainbows shine. So after we have weathered the season, allow yourself to embrace the rainbows in life, to embrace your coming out. A fearsome journey towards self-knowledge. Bit of a fearsome journey towards This Hierophant, this moon, crescent moon, also represents the energy of the Hierophant and divine feminine wisdom, courage. I ask you to throw caution to the wind and act from a place of bold authenticity today. And say yes to any invitations for vulnerability. Be like this authentic, bold horse. Whether it be an unexpected leadership position at work or a spotlight on social media, to channel the passion of Aries season, tell the world exactly who you are and what you believe in most. And don't run away from conflict with the Five of Wands. Remain open to feedback and come to terms with the inevitability of such opposition when you are finding your voice. Try your best to objectively sort through any contradictory opinions that come your way, neither taking them as a fact nor denying their potential value. Besides, wisdom with the Hierophant knows that truth is subjective. Whether you are processing a comment from a friend or listening to a respected leader, step into a place of personal authority as you separate true from the false. You take some time to even, sit and contemplate. It's 36:36 on the timer. Be discerning, student, as you wade through the endless opinions, knowing that the only answers and approval you need lie within your own sense of protection, which is your connection to your intuition. Today's mantra is, no one's truth is more important than mine. Today's journal prompt, when did I learn to silence my opinion due to fear of authority? Yeah, so we've been hiding in our shell due to perhaps a feminine energy in our life who likes to assert her power over you, who likes to control you. Are you giving in and not shining your light completely because of our mother or a mother figure? Today's ritual, seek out the wisdom of the owl, whether it be a figurine, an image, a painting, or an actual owl. Hold it in the gaze as you repeat the chant. Owl wisdom, please help me see the intuitive teacher that lives within me. Born on this day, Pearl Bailey, American actor and songer, Michael Leonard Brecker, American jazz saxophonist, and Walt Clyde Frazier Jr., American basketball player for the NBA, had this to say. The star player must slay his ego and learn teamwork and communication skills before he can achieve the ultimate in sport. The ultimate in anything in life comes from that repetition and trusting our courage and intuition. Love you. Take care. Namaste.